We're on, girl. We are
right.
live.
All right.
Everybody, welcome to the Actors Talk with Gabby Kennedy. Today, I'm joined by a very special guest, Richard Oliver Jr., who is a director, a producer, a songwriter, a singer, an actor. We're here today to talk about his film, Humanity, which is going to be featured in URBANFEST 360. I gave the people a little taste of who you are and what you've created. But will you please do us the honor of introducing yourself?
Pleasure. Welcome. My name is Richard Oliver Jr. I have to say Junior. My father killed me, don't say Junior. No matter how you say Junior, I'm the senior. So I have to say Richard Oliver Jr. I'm a filmmaker, actor, producer, singer, songwriter here in New York City, in Manhattan. So I've been doing a lot of great independent projects. I think one of my earlier projects that kind of got me out there was a project I did called for the Rhyme Impersonator show called Dr. Phil Saves a Marriage. I did a comedy sketch. It was kind of built on my admirers of sketch comedy, Living Color, Mad TV. So I got to play Dr. Phil. So I got to play 5 hours of makeup, and that kind of like really got my first segue out there in the comedy sector. We produced 5 seasons of the show, and was raised with $13.5K on Kickstarter. We raised the money, and we produced the first season, second season, so 5 seasons of the show, over 40 episodes. So then I was like, wow, we raised the money for the film. That was great. I got to pay a lot of people, pay my crew, and it was a great experience. I got to.
Why tell this story through Salim's eyes?
This is what I wrestle with. As for my other films, it was different. You're playing a teacher. It's different. We've all had teachers in our lives, right? And watching the relationship between teacher student, that was something I grabbed something from the love that the teachers had, and I brought that to that particular character. And for this one, it was different because I had to look for a different type of connection, right? I mean, I don't have kids, but I'm around kids. I have nieces, nephews. I had to connect to this immense feeling of grief that I saw these fathers dealing with every day on my phone. So I'm like, I had to sit back, and I said, you know what? I can't go with I could go as an African-American. I could just be a politician. I could be a journalist, right? I could come in that perspective, right? We can talk about A to Z, the history, historic element, and everything. And I could just tell the story. But my goal was I needed to have it come from a deeper human perspective from a father. That was different. And not just, any father. And he happens to be an Arab father that was raised in this environment. So taking it from that perspective, that's when I decided I should wear my hijab, when I'm lacing up for the film. And when I wore this, it was like I really, really felt I was the character.
Richard, tell me about your musical process. Like, as you're writing songs for film, do you need to see it first, or you just go off the muscle, just based off the title? What's your process?
Sometimes I'll just go by like just playing the guitar. Sometimes I hear a melody, and then it just starts to build. I'm like, that's how it happened with this song, The Children. I was like jazz, and I started doing a bass click. And I was like, whoa, that bass, boom, boom, doom, 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 doom. And I'm like, man, that's the bass. That's the bass line. And from that bass line, they started to put the keys up in there. Then the lyrics started coming out. It's so hard to live this life. So much death and pain in my side. U.S. bombs, they came with their might. No children came home tonight. So then it came out Mulatto. Then the song started to build. So that's my process. Sometimes I'm led to write the lyrics from the melody. And sometimes it's the melody just kind of expands the lyrics, and then I go from the first to second, and then I try to. And when you're doing the mix, where you're in,
you've done so much throughout your career of filmmaking, acting, producing, songwriting. What legacy do you hope to leave?
I think the legacy I would possibly want to leave with people is like uses talent for change, for change. One person told me that in a particular big producer, big film investor or somebody told me, he gave me a review. He's like, I think he should continue with his art of using music to change the world. Like, you act as well, Gabby?
I am. I'm an actor. Yes.
Actress.
That is the actor's talk. It's just an actor talking. It's not necessarily for actors.
For talent, you have the only for talent.
I do. I used to live in Queens, in New York. I left Florida, and I left everything I knew. You know what they tell you you're supposed to do. And I went to New York, and I pursued modeling. So I modeled in New York. I came back home. My life changed. I realized that New York, this is not how you raise kids. This is not how you
hustle. I gotta go, man.
Yeah, I was like, Florida, so I rebranded as an actor. And when I rebranded, my first step to rebranding was doing the inner work. And I started realizing as I started doing the inner work and healing myself and letting God really mold something here. I realized that, man, this is so much deeper than what I thought. When I was modeling, it was all superficial. I didn't know what I was building. I was just out there because I had long legs and a pretty face. Whoa. But now I realize that this is so much deeper. This is so much bigger than me. People have real stories to tell, especially here in Florida. This Florida market, this Orlando market, people have real stories, real missions, real messages that they're trying to get out. So that's why the Actors Talk was born, to give a voice to people who want it, who need it, who have a message to tell. Before we go, I want to play a quick rapid fire game with you. Okay, it's called This or That. I'm not sure if you heard of it before, but I give you two terms, and you tell me it's this one or that one. So the first one I'll ask you is, for an example, do you prefer a script or improv? It's quick.
That.
I think some good old improv for you. You seem like a lot of fun on set. You get in there and turn up and have a lot of fun. All right. Another one. Do you prefer a studio set or a real world location?
This.
Okay, so you say either one. So it's either studio set or real world location.
Studio set.
All right. Early morning or late night?
Early morning. No, late night.
Late night. All right. So early morning or late night shoot?
Early morning. Yep. Yes.
Early morning. All right. All right. So one take magic or 20 takes for perfection?
No, one take.
One take. Awards or audience love? Awards or audience love?
Okay, I'll say awards.
Awards. Dialogue or visual storytelling?
Visual.
All right. Indie hustle or studio budget?
Trying to get that studio budget. Trying to work on that right now.
Studio budget. Let's get it. All right. And the last one, red carpet or behind the scenes hoodie?
Red carpet, of course.
Red carpet. Yes. I'm a red carpet girl too. Speaking of red,
I love that red carpet. I went. Oh, we should have went. I would.
I love it. Are you talking about Tribeca? I saw some nice pictures of
was big, but there was one for what you call a shadow. It's called a shadow force. It's a big one. It's huge. A big actress was there. Her first big movie. Yeah, it's pretty big.
Nice.
Come back, get some invites. Next time I'm in New York, come through. We pull up.
Nice. And hey, I'm in New York all the time. We have family there, so it's nothing. It's nothing. Hey, so I think that was Philly. Okay. Anyways, so as you talk about, there was the red carpet with a big actor. Urban Fest has some really great announcements coming up. All right, we have some great panels that are going to be announced. We have celebrity guests that are going to be announced. So stay in tune with our Urban Fest, with our social media page, Instagram, Urban Fest. This is one of those stories that has to be told through a perspective of somebody that has a heart for this type of work. This is not just something that you jump into just because. This is something that's current. This is something that we all feel, whether you feel it from one side or another. We understand. So I want to play this short trailer. It's about a minute long. And while I play that trailer, do you mind playing us a little bit of the song Humanity for us?
Sure, I could do maybe a first verse.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never done the acoustic version. You put me on the spot.
Come on, Richard. I know you can.
Never had democracy. Peace break my whole family. Oh, what the hypocrisy. It's how we became refugees. History never glitters like gold. Poultry they want they go old. But since I was 7 years old, so much injustice unfold. Yeah. Now they want to play the narrative to be the boss. We were terrorized way before Hamas. Removed from the Holy Land, you could never understand. Let's talk about illegal settlements, peace talks are relevant. The West Bank and the Gaza Strip, like D47 we flip. Nobody want to admit, but now vote it can be legit. The U.S. proposal left all of us miserable. Establish the home state of Israel. We never seen nothing like this before. 1967, then came a June war. Facts. Gaza, West Bank occupied by Israel. 6 days of conflict, death toll unmeasurable. Then came the pre-proposal for the PLO. For a bi-national state, but Israel said no. Open up your eyes and see all of us have lost. Thank you.
Absolutely amazing and touching, clarifying, powerful movement that you started with that song. And while I was watching the song and the trailer, listening to the depth in your voice, it all came together for me. I really cannot wait to watch this movie, to see your perspective, to see the story that you want to tell about what is happening to the children of Gaza, what's happening in Israel, what's happening to the Palestine people. Hey, I can't wait to dig deeper into it. So, Richard, what was it for you what was the story that you wanted to tell through this film?
I wanted to give a 9-minute and 53-second history lesson. I said, I'm going to tell people about this topic in 9 minutes and 53 seconds.
Yeah.
That was the goal.
Okay.
So I said, this is how I want to do it. I want to go through the dynamics, hit the key points, and I wanted to end it on something very hopeful.
Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to end the film because we're dealing with a film that's it's traumatic. It's so, I mean, it's so emotional. It's everything is grief. So as a filmmaker, I have tons of footage. I'm trying to make sense of it all, and I just don't want to show death, humanity. I wanted to show humanity. That's what I wanted to show in the film. I wanted to get to that soul part, that we're all human, regardless of our race, color, creed. Our African American experience is similar to it's no different from the Palestinian. I think,
absolutely.
what you doing? What about Africa? What about Haiti? And then I did my project on Haiti, Beautiful Life, Haiti, Sudan. I followed up with it just to show them, look, we're all interconnected. We're all interconnected.
When you went into school at New York Film Academy, is this the type of work that you saw yourself doing?
No. Comedy. I said, am I doing this? Comedy. That's where I started.
Yeah.
Comedy. You see some of my sketches, you know. That's where I was going. I was like, do comedy. So the great thing about the New York Film Academy was, I did a documentary on Hurricane Katrina. While I was there, I did a feature on Hurricane Katrina on a screen in New York. And that's where I kind of had a newfound respect for documentary filmmaking. I think it really found me when I dealt with the Katrina issue. I know Spike Lee was producer. He did produce this film at that time, and I produced my film around the same time Spike put his out. And mine was just totally different, narrated different, had my own style. Music, of course, as you see on my films, and that grit. I got to do a Chris Rock impersonation, talking about the levees. Where were you, Jay? I got to put my comedy into it. Where were you? All the people were all globally. We're all the same. We're interconnected. We all want the same thing: a beautiful life. I can't wait to show you that film I did for Haiti, instability in Haiti and Africa's Congo and Sudan. Beautiful project. Won the Audience Choice and a jury award too. And
nice.
I have to do visual effects with that too, So it was pretty cool. So I mean, for me, that's what I wanted to get across, that we're all human, we all feel, we all love, we all been oppressed. So when I talk American friend, my African friend, like, we all been oppressed. Come on. Talk about Jim Crow, parents from Jim Crow. Really? Can we really have that discussion? Civil rights.
That's right.
Was it that long ago? Was it that long ago?
Right. Was it? Right.
So I'm like, how do we not connect with the Palestinians, with their struggle? So when I saw, and I'm not political, Gabby, I've never been political type, but I think I had to become political for this project. I had to be a journalist because I really had to study. I really had to grind myself in this.
Humanity received over 85 official selections and wins, nominations, honorable mentions, both nationally and globally. And I know that you didn't want a lot of press for this film. You didn't want the fame. You didn't want the fortune from it. You just wanted to tell a story of humanity.
That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't want no big contract from Hollywood. I didn't want any accolades. And I made that statement in my post. I was like, I don't want any accolades for this. I want the praise to go to what is happening.
Yeah. Then we're going to leave it right there. This has been the Actors Talk with Gabby Kennedy, and director, producer, songwriter, singer, actor, Richard Oliver Jr. Thank you. We're going to see you.
The award for best actress goes to?
Yeah, Richard Oliver Jr.
Gabby Kennedy. Oh, my God.
We're going to see you at URBANFEST in Orlando in September. We'll get out of here.
Yeah, man. Thank you, Gabby.
Bye.